What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, you guys? We are back. We are back for another episode review of Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Season 4. When they say episode 44, and it's called Once a Criminal, okay? Let's just get into it. We get introduced to a new player, okay? Her name is Savannah, and she is with somebody named Jake. Jake been in jail since he was 19 years old. So Jake has already served 12 years. Plus, he got 5 more to go. 17 years? 17 years? Baby, what is going on? All right. So basically what happened with him is, I think he was out there committing some burglaries or whatever, robberies and all that stuff. And he got caught when he was 19. He got put up in jail. So he's been in jail most of his life. And, he's been in jail his whole adult life, I should say. And he wound up meeting Savannah. Girl, when we first get in touch with Savannah, we see her in this Shakespearean type garb, and it's like she's doing this play outside, auditioning for it. I said, are we doing Shakespeare or what? Is this Hamlet? No, girl, it's some stuff that they made up. So she like a creative director or whatever for plays and stuff. I said, you seem like the type. You seem like the type. She gives me that. And I was just like, girl, as soon as I seen her on the preview for the whole season a few weeks ago, I just knew that she was going to annoy me, and she really did not fail. She didn't fail in that aspect, because she definitely annoys me already, and I can see exactly why people are annoyed by her, meaning Jake's family, okay? I'm going to need Savannah to get up out of fairy tale land. Listen. Savannah reminds me of this girl on TikTok. And I don't know if y'all be on TikTok, baby. Let me tell you something. TikTok is a wonderful app. I don't get it, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I just can't let that thing go because it's so entertaining. And I've come across so many crazy and so many different people, right? It is this one girl on TikTok. I don't know how old she is. And I'm going to say her name. Her name is MG. That's the name of her account, MG. And when I tell you, she literally, it's like she lives her life and her day as if she's in a Disney movie, as if she's a character, as if she's doing musical theater. It is so weird but intriguing at the same time. Savannah gives me that. Savannah gives me she lives in delusion, okay? And she wants things to happen the way that she wants them to happen. She don't understand how come people will probably be turned off from her personality because she's too much. And, she's doing this little play. I don't have a problem with theater geeks or whatever. I think it's pretty cool. So if that's the case, that's fine. But then she go backstage and she talking to her friend. And she was like, girl, I can't wait to talk to my man. my man, so we gonna be doing this, we gonna be doing that. Come to find out, they didn't already met. Basically, her friend was like, Miss Shelby was like, girl, I just want to understand why. Like, cause she got a call coming from him that she waiting on, and she was like, I just want to know why. Like, you got so many people that you can be with on the outside. What is the point of you being with somebody on the inside, especially somebody that has 5 more years? And she was like, it's because, I love him and I cheated on just about everybody that I was with. I looked at Savannah and I said, girl, what? No shade. I said, huh? You did what? I was waiting for her to say they cheated on her. I said, looks, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Mama said, listen, I'm the girl, and she said it. This is what she said. She said, I am the girl that they date. People date before they find the love of their life. I am always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And I said, I will look into the reason why that is going on, okay? Because you said that as if you were okay with that and you're settling with that. I mean, I get that you with Jake now and you feel a difference, with him. And he's also saying like he never felt this way about anybody as well. And I'm sitting here like, well, you've been in prison most of your life, so you don't know what it's like to be in adult relationships out in the outside world. And you ain't got nothing but talking all this stuff, and you probably fall easily just because you ain't never truly experienced it. Girl, I said, what is happening here? Are we living in a different world? Did we just transport Mama said, you know, Jay gave her the best sex of her life. I said, wait a minute, you get conjugal visits and y'all not even married? Do they even do conjugal visits anymore in prison? She said, no, girl, we ain't ever been physically together, but you know, we be doing our thing. And he talked me right through it the way that I need to. I said, wait a minute, Mr. Jake. So you mean that you talking her through it? Listen, let me tell y'all ain't never had to, ladies, you ain't never been talked through it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it right there. Put it right there. No. Go ahead. Take that. Girl, let me stop. Wrong video. Let me stop. I was about to say, because let me tell you something. I done said some things to some people. Anyway, girl, I said, now, Mr. Jake, you got the power of the gap. I mean, you ain't got nothing else to do but to brush up on your linguistic skills and all that stuff, and to, you know, probably look up some things or whatever. You probably did a little something before you got in jail. I mean, you was 19 years old. You're not a bad looking person. But Mama said that was the best that she's ever had, and he's in prison, and they never did anything together physically. I said, well, geez, Savannah, who you been messing around with? Okay, if that's the best, or unless you just in love, you know, because when you in love, you say a lot of crazy stuff that probably ain't true. It's just true for you. All right. She in her feelings because Jake don't want to get married. They've been together since 2019, and Jake don't want to get married, but he's also been engaged twice to two other women, but won't get engaged with her. And she feel like it has something to do with his mother. His mother don't like her, but yeah, she is cool with certain other members of his family, like his aunt. And so she winds up getting a phone call from him when she was at work or whatever. They have this little discussion, and then she turns into the whole marriage thing. And he was like, I don't understand why you want to talk about this. I do not want to talk about this right now on this phone. That's not what it is. Can we just, you know, have a pleasant call or whatever? And she trying to understand, like, why is it that your mama don't like me? Like, should I even be in a relationship with you or whatever? And it was like, I mean, that's just my mama, okay? Girl, in the next scene, she trying to call people. Like, her friend was supposed to come over to help her do this commutation, I guess, to commute his, you know, fill out these forms to commute Jake's, like, sentence, okay? And, you know, she's trying to do it with her friend. The friend was supposed to come over. She didn't show up. So she calling his auntie. Auntie not answering the phone. And she said, I don't know why she hasn't been answering the phone. Like, she hasn't been answering the phone for the past few weeks or a couple of days or something. I think she said the past few days. That's interesting because, you know, we get along so well and all this stuff. And I was just like, girl, auntie probably got a hold of mama. And mama then probably told her some tea about you. And so at this point, she winds up getting on the phone with Jake, and they're talking about this whole thing. She crying on the phone. He was like, baby, what's going on? I was just trying to do this thing with your commutation. And everybody just bailed. Like, your aunt is not even calling me back. And my friend didn't even show up. And it's like, oh my God. And then it's like this whole marriage thing. I just want to get you to get out. And I just want to be with you. And it's like, why doesn't your mom like me? Like, is it because of the rumor that was going around that I cheated? I said, there it is. And Miss Savannah, I said, and scene. Savannah is an actress, okay? We already saw that. She put that on Front Street right off the bat. Savannah is an actress, and I'm going to need her to stop playing. I really do feel she probably did cheat, okay? She done already put it out there, and she done already said that she cheated on everybody that she been with just about, and she said that she was a hoe, okay? She said she got around. She said once upon a time, not long ago, she was a hoe, okay? I'm admit it, you know, that's just what it was. And I said, you know what? The first step to getting help is admitting that you got an issue. And that's what it was. So what happened was, she said it was some time ago or whatever, her, she was minding her business. And come to find out, Jake's mama was down at this bar or whatever. And it was some live entertainment that was going on. She wound up talking to like one of the people in the band or whatever, and was like, so where you from? He said the city, and the city was the same place where Savannah is from. And she was like, oh, my son's girlfriend, Savannah, she's from that city. And he was like, she said, he looked at her like, when he said the name, when she said the name, and she was like, he had told the mama that he used to deal with her. They used to have a little sexual relationship off and on. And she said, yes, that's true because they met on Tinder and all that. I said, okay, we being honest. And he wound up giving her a date saying like the last time, one of the last times that they actually did something together was during the time where she was with Jake and Jake was in jail, as we already know. And so mama is mad about this. Mama's in her feelings about this. She don't care. She don't want her son, no matter if he locked up or not. She don't want no hussy coming through, messing him up and all that stuff and playing games with his heart, okay? And I was just like, Now she gonna say on the phone to him, I mean, you don't believe it, do you? You don't believe that I cheated on you because I didn't, but you don't believe it. He said, I don't know if it's true or not, but at the same time, I'm still with you, and that just doesn't matter right now because I believe what you said. I mean, if you said it didn't happen, it didn't happen. I said, sir, you believe that she did that. That's why you don't get married. And then they're going to try to say, use the excuse of, I don't want to propose to you and all of this because I don't want to do that or get married in this place. I don't want that to be a memory. But you proposed to other girls. You proposed and got engaged twice to 2 other women, right? And you were definitely up in prison when you did that. I said, Jake, you're going to have to come up with a better excuse. I really do feel as though Jake probably, to a certain extent, he do love her. But I don't think he's in love with her. And at this point, I don't even really know if she's in love. I just feel like she probably just waiting for somebody to swoop her up and so that she can once again be the focus of attention, because she did say she likes attention, okay? She likes to be the focus of attention and all of that. And I feel as though she just going with this man because she wants to be married or she wants to be chosen and be somebody forever, whether or not she's in love with him or not. I don't feel the relationship. I don't see how it's working. And then you're gonna have to wait 5 more years. And he said, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen in the next few years. I said, exactly. Y'all probably ain't gonna be together. I'm pretty sure of it. Meanwhile, we get Andy and Brittany. Girl, after last week's episode, Andy kids put him on blast. Now here's the thing. Andy's kids could be exaggerating, but that's their experience about whether or not he was there for them or not. Sometimes people may feel as though I was just gone for a few days or I was just this and that, and that's not what it really was or whatever. You can feel as though that you wasn't doing something, but then the person on the receiving end could interpret it as a different way. And that's what I feel like it was going on with them kids. Plus, at the same time, them kids has already been going through a whole bunch, and that's why it's coming out the way that it's coming out now. And I was just like, you know what? Just let your daddy go ahead and mess up his life the way that he wants to. Because y'all grown, okay? Y'all grown, and if this is what he want to do, let him. All right? I understand, you know, him possibly going and taking care of somebody else's kids probably or whatever. And that's probably a little sore spot, but you can't control that. Baby, I feel Miss Destiny said all of that to Miss Brittany on purpose because she was in there trying to sabotage it, okay? She said, I'm finna get my leg back from Daddy, okay? I said, oh. I wasn't mad at it, okay? I wasn't mad at it because I just feel like whether you agree with what she did or not, whether you agree if she exaggerating or not, I just feel like in this situation, Andy is just being really, really dumb. Because again, you worked in the prison system. You worked in the cop system, police system. You know how it is. And you've been warned. And yet you are still putting yourself at risk of getting a broken heart yet again. And getting played just like all the other people that you probably didn't see get played by inmates. Again, like, I just don't get it. I don't get the logic, okay? I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants, but you mean to tell me your heart told you to go log on prisonpal.com and to go look for somebody and not go look for somebody that's outside? That's outside that you can lay up with, you can go out with, you ain't got to wait until they get out of prison. You ain't got to wait till they get out of parole so they won't have to go ahead and get permission to go here, get permission to go there while they already on the outside. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? I mean, everybody need love, but we gotta pick and choose for real. Like, we gotta pick right, okay? And we gotta pick what makes sense. This don't make sense. I'm sitting here like, Andy, you deserve everything that happened to you, because this ain't right. Brittany, and I'm gonna tell you, Brittany, I just feel like you playing him at this point. It ain't right, but I ain't gonna be mad, because again, he should know better. Listen, she called him back and basically got mad at him again because she feel like he been lying and everything that he been telling her is BS, just because he was like, because the daughter came through and said, you know, basically he abandoned us. I said, you know what, words mean things, so maybe we should have used another word, you know what I'm saying? And Brittany had the nerve to have a little bit of fake morals or whatever. I said, now, ma'am, I know you not trying to talk about somebody's, you know, parenting style, talking about you had me thinking that you was this Brady Bunch type of dad, and you had this good relationship with your daughters and your kids and all this stuff, and come to find out you didn't. They calling you this and they calling you that. I said, you know, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? Ma'am, you are in jail because of drugs. You are in actual jail. What type of parent are you when you got two young ones? You got a 17 and a 12 or a 10-year-old or whatever. You got young ones, okay, that are still teenage, preteen age, that need their parents, at least one of them. Because I mean, where the other one, you ain't say nothing about the daddies, okay? And they don't tell them if they got the same daddies. I'm sorry to say that, but we already know that's just how it goes sometimes. And you got the nerve to be talking about what he did in his parenting, and yet you are in jail because you do drugs and probably other stuff. I said, I'll be good, goddamn. And Andy getting mad, kicking it. I said, now, Andy, why you kick the laundry down the steps like that? You got to pick that back up. You got to pick that back up. And you know you need some fresh drawers. So you got to pick that back up. You were getting them all dirty. Yeah, I'm surprised you did them. If you did, you know, I don't know if they was clean or dirty. You know, but you didn't have to kick them down the steps like that. You let that lady get to you all that. She was like, I don't even know if we're going to be together or need to talk anymore for the past 8 months. You had me thinking this, that. I said, what you're getting mad at, it seemed like a reason for you to want to just cut things off and said, I don't think you should come to the next visit. You know, my daughter's supposed to be here and I don't want her to I said, wait a minute. And then gonna say on a preview for next week, talk about maybe we need a face-to-face. What? Make up your mind. I just feel like Brittany is on some BS, okay? Brittany is really on some BS. And Andy, you fell for it. And now you're about to see the mess that's finna go on, and you're about to get yourself heartbroken, for real, okay? Moving on from that, Key Rock and Lil Brittany. Let me tell you this. Brittany and Key Rock, they doing the most, meaning that they okay for now. At least I thought. Key Rock, I think like he is really like sensitive at this point, because I don't know if his date of getting out is drawing a little bit closer, and he's probably a little bit nervous and anxious about that. And so the sensitivity level is just, you know, building up, because he's about to find issue with just about everything that she do, you know, that ain't right. And I'm sitting here looking at red flags already, because you're going to have to calm down, okay? You're going to have to calm down. Baby, you in jail, okay? I'll be good, goddamn. Baby, you ain't finna control me behind bars. I'm just saying, y'all are not finna control though, but I just cannot understand how they be letting these men or women, whoever is in the situation that they're talking to, how y'all be letting these people just be controlling y'all and getting pissed off. Baby, I will cut your phone call, okay? I will stop sending whatever it is I'm sending and have you feeling for yourself. Baby, I got the upper hand up in this, okay? Not you. You know, I said, while you up in there, I can go out here and whoever it is I want to. I mean, you can do the same thing in there too, but I can do it so freely and not give a damn. What are you talking about? Okay, and then sleep ever so peacefully in my air-conditioned home, okay? In my big bedroom, in my big bed, with nobody else there unless I want them to. What are you doing? You're sleeping in your 3x4 bed. I said, girl, if you don't get up out of here, I said, now, Key Rock, I understand she was a couple of minutes late because she was talking to her friend. The family just moved, and friend was making good points, though, okay? Friend was making good point. She was talking about, have you and Key Rock, you know, have you told your family about Key Rock or whatever and y'all situation? She was like, I mean, it's gonna be a little difficult for them to talk or whatever because they're from a traditional family, probably Catholic or whatever. Does she look like she's you know, Latin or whatever? And so I would just assume, maybe wrong, but they're like Catholics or something like that. Either way, they go by the Bible. And they just wouldn't understand or not be here for, you know, the transgender and homosexuality, or not realizing that she don't consider herself homosexual, because they was like, no, she said it should be like confused because it's like, are you gay? Are you a lesbian? But you're with somebody that looks like a man. So I get it. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, the friend said, why would you try to introduce your man to your family, and especially your mama, who you know is going to have the main issue with it, before you even fix the relationship that you got with your own family? I said, come through, friend. Come through, friend. Friend was making all of the sense in the world. She was like, you know, girl, I basically didn't really grow up with my family. They really wasn't good. I kind of left when I was like 16 or whatever. Then I got involved in this and I got involved in that, and I got in trouble and all this stuff. I've been on my own. Okay, fine. So you got a troubled relationship with your family, but you want to introduce your people, your man to your... I said, girl, no, we ain't finna do this. We're not about to do this. I think Key Rock get out in a few days or something like that. And you want to, go over there and you talk to your people first, okay? And then you ask if they want, because you not, one thing that you're not going to do, if I introduce my significant other to you, family, okay, you're not going to disrespect them. And some families and some people would be rude as hell right in front of their face. And that's the one thing that's going to make me cut you off right then and there. Because that's not... Because I never do. I talk mess behind your back when you leave, but you're not going to disrespect them right in front. And I'm going to make sure people don't, if I do talk it, it's going to be the ones that ain't going to open up their mouth and blabber or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And don't sit here and look at me and be like, Ashley, you would do what? Because y'all done it too. I'm just honest about it, okay? I'm just honest about it. Because, girl, me and my sister talk so much. Well, let me shut up. Because a couple of my family members do watch me, and my sister do got somewhat of a relationship with a few of them, and yeah, let me shut up. I wasn't finna spill my family tea for y'all. Maybe, but no. We got to keep something in the vault. But I was just like, all right. So when the friend leaves, you know, Brittany was like, oh, she do got a phone call with Key Rock, like a FaceTime or whatever, a video call. And she was like, oh my God, I'm late. I think she was like 3 minutes late or something like that. I don't know how many minutes. Either way, she was freaking out because of the fact that she's never late. And when she finally was able to get in contact with him, it wasn't even a video call. She was on the phone with him. And he was like pissed off and basically said, I don't even think I'm gonna video call you anymore or whatever. I'm up here waiting. I got waiting and dressed up and all this stuff for you. And I was like, Q Rock, calm down. I get it. Like she said, you've been waiting or whatever. You got your hopes up. You waiting a whole week for this one thing and all this stuff. And then, I mean, she was a few minutes late. You know, she's never late. But then again, this is going to add to the fact that he's already been told that, you know, she's been going out later, coming in. Oh, excuse me, coming in later than she's supposed to from work or whatever. So now this thing gonna do nothing but play on his mind, and he over there overthinking and thinking that the girl probably doing this and doing that out there on him, cheating and all that stuff. I said, Lord Jesus, I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. It's just too much. It's difficult enough to be in a relationship with somebody on the outside world, just being free, and you gotta keep up with that, and then to keep up with somebody and their sensibilities while they in prison. Case in point, Jade and Chris. I'm over it. I'm over it. Chris has, I think, 1 more year left in prison, right? Jade was like, they've been married or together for the past 5 years, okay? She's not going to, you know, leave him but she needs to understand exactly why he acting the way that he's acting. She do get on the phone with him, and she's like, you were not like this when we first got together. And it's insecurity. I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care what he say. Chris is insecure as hell. Chris is insecure as hell because he knows that girl, Jade, is out here and she's very free. Okay, she's independent as hell, and she can go out and do whatever it is that she wants to. And now he got FOMO, and he can't be out there with her. You know, and he talked about something. It ain't like I want to know every single thing that you do. I said, yes, it is. You calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. I said, baby, I didn't even know you could do all of that up in prison like that. I said, your minutes must be like unlimited. What calling plan you got out there? Okay. And then she told him about the fact that the sister want to come out there and talk to him. And, you know, he talked about, I feel like, well, she said she feel like it's a situation where they put her in a situation where it feel like she got to choose between him and her sister. And I said, you'll be stupid to choose him. The only thing that he offering you is money. And you can make that your own self. Because your family don't look like it's doing that bad. You look like you can do your goodness on yourself. Okay? So I'm just like, what is it that he's really offering you? I don't get it. You're not doing nothing with him sexually. Because you can't. You know, all y'all can do is have a little video. I said, you know what? This little FaceTime video stuff is just getting out of hand, all right? I said, ma'am, please go put some clothes on because that little chicken cutlet ass that you got, it just was not appeasing to me. I said, that's it. Chris was like, oh, yeah, it just makes me so. I said, Chris, I have to just let that go because, you know, you ain't seen a lot in a minute. You know, you been locked up. But, he gonna say, I just hope your sister try to see where I'm coming from. I said, ain't nobody trying to see where you coming from. Where are you coming from? You're going nowhere. You're in jail. We can't help but see where you're coming from. You're literally bored. That's why you're doing all of this. You can't do nothing, and you got FOMO. That's just what it is. And like Jay said, it ain't my fault that you up in there. You in there because of yourself. So blame yourself for all of this. Moving on from that, we get, what's her name? Renika and her family. Girl, they finna have her going away party / her performance, her last performance up in Louisville. Okay. And her little 15-year-old daughter, she was hooking her makeup up. I said, all right, come on, you know, get that free stuff going through. Get her little skills up and everything. I said, that's cute. You know, a family that slay together, stay together. I said, all right. Mama came up in there trying to understand why exactly are you doing this, okay? Because listen, we need to stop this. Like, I was with a criminal, a convict. You finna be with one. Like, come on, this don't make no sense. We need to stop this cycle. That's what we need to do. And, you know, she was like, I love him. He about to get out in a couple of days, and I'm finna be down there in Georgia with him. I said, all right, girl. They get to the club, right? She got her little fake... I'm supposed to say, with that fake ass squirrel that you got on. I said, wow, they are cutting up. You know what? I will say, they are keeping me entertained, all right? And I'm looking at the family when they get to the club. I said, oh, now see, the whole family look like, I said, it's a lot of studs up in this family. You got a stud sister, Shakola. You got a stud cousin, Kia. I said, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? You know, that make my little gay heart really, really, really happy to see us represented on TV, you know. But at the same time, I get where they coming from. They are so confused, and they trying to understand why you doing this. And then the mama said this. The mama said, Renika has an issue with doing this. Like, this ain't the first time she'd have done something like this. She ain't necessarily just picked up and left, but she basically made herself all about a man that she don't need to be with like that. And I don't know if she meant like another convict or whatever, somebody that's up in jail and all that stuff. But she said she ain't gone this far. Basically saying that her daughter ain't got the best taste in men. I said, obviously, you didn't even, it's like mama like daughter, and she just followed in your footsteps. But mama said, listen, I understand what I did, but I'm trying to break the cycle. And then Renika got pissed and said, why y'all up here talking about me? Oh, y'all, practically all y'all dated or been with a convict or whatever. And they said, no, baby, but the difference is they was convicts, meaning that they was already out, girl. Not no convict that's still up in jail. And we knew who they was. I said, ooh. I mean, you got a point, because they was like, girl, you ain't never met this man in person. I said, oh my goodness, that is right. So, Renika, you ain't never did a trip down there to go see him in the jail? Yo, girl, what? Girl, what? He probably shorter than you. You don't know, okay? Because the way he was putting the camera angles, it was, it's camera tricks and all that. Did y'all see that video on TikTok? I mean, it was on TikTok, but somebody posted it on Twitter, because that's where I saw it. Where them niggas that was down there in the jail was out on the yard, and they literally did a skit to the Friday movie where Debo was coming. Debo, man, stall him out, Debo. Why you take his chain? Oh my goodness. And the dude that was playing Red, if you ever seen Friday, y'all know dude, the delivery guy that had the chain. He tucked the chain in instead of taking it off. Why was his face messed up? It looked like Red got into a tussle and they beat his ass. I said, oh my God. He wasn't. Talk about being a method actor. I said, what y'all do? Did y'all whoop his ass before y'all press record? I mean, the eyeball was all red and everything. I said, what is going on? Baby, they ain't got nothing but free time up in jail. So I'm sitting here like, y'all get up in jail and y'all really just get creative. Did the whole, I mean, they had cinematography, y'all. They had angles. They had close-up. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. Wow. I thought we supposed to be rehabilitating and learning from y'all having fun up there. Okay? Reminds me of that skit Drewski did. The people having fun up in jail. I said, Anyway, I'm just sitting here like, Renika, you making a big mistake, and we already see it. We already see what's going to be happening. That's why Renika going to be on Love After Lockup. Her story is going to continue because I'm pretty sure she's going to find out that Asante is out here doing way more than what she thought. She's not the only one, okay? To the point where you are getting into it with your family. Sis was messed up. She was a little drunk. And, basically was like, you taking my nieces out. You don't even know this man and all this stuff. Of course, Renika don't want to hear this. This is my party. Okay, so she was like, y'all get out. She literally got the security to take them out. Mama, sister, cousin, and a couple of friends. Auntie was still in there, and I was just like, damn, you just gonna boot them out like that? And they cussing each other out. And I was like, at first I thought they was playing, because the tone, it was just sounded like they was just about to break character and just start laughing. But I guess she was serious when she kicked them out, but then they came back in when she started performing. I was like, what? Y'all gotta leave me alone with this mess, okay? Renika, don't put no shorts on like that no more, because it literally looked like a diaper on you. Because you ain't got that much booty cheeks. You needed to get a tailor to like tighten it up a little bit, and then it would have worked. I think it was just a little bit too loose. But, other than that, it sounds good, whatever it is that you was doing. I might have to look you up, okay? You may be doing some stupid moves right now, but on the music front, kind of cool. I'm going to have to look you up. Talk about more stupidity. Letitia and her man, girl, she done went down there to the lawyers. Mind you, she didn't, he called back. He called back to say that he didn't, do anything with old girl. Baby, don't nobody care. Okay? He probably lying anyway. And even if he did do something with her, that was back in the day. Like, come on, we're well in our 30s. Okay? That was like half his years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, quit being insecure. Your man done mess with a whole bunch of people, and he probably done mess with people that you know, because like you said, he was popular. And niggas that are popular, 9 out of 10, they're whores, so that's just what it is. And moving on from it. I'm pretty sure you done had your handful of lovers too, so hey, it is what it is. Like, can we move forward? Girl, she done went down there to the lawyer's office. Did you see that little blurb when she set up the little interview for the introductions of employees to her husband, had him on the phone? Baby, when that one employee came in there with her boobs, all her cleavage was just, I said, you letting her come up in there and your man on his phone like this? I thought it was a video call until I realized that it was just an audio call. I said, whew. Because I was about to say, now you up here getting your feelings about sis possibly doing something years ago with your man who wasn't your man back in the day. You okay with this girl coming in with her titties all out like that? I was like, oh, thank God it was just an audio call. Now, let me tell you something. I wouldn't have sat there. Ashley would have been gone because I'm not about to talk to no phone. Cause it's one thing to have an employer that's head of a big operation or whatever, and then you talk to them through conference calls and stuff like that, and you don't get to see them often or whatever because they got a whole bunch of businesses. You know, it's a franchise type of situation, type of thing. They got different locations and all that stuff. That's one thing. But then it's another thing to sit down and take orders from somebody that's behind bars. I'll be good goddamn. Oh. Letitia, you are on some dumb shit, okay? You really are. And the lawyer, she went down there to the lawyer. Now, I don't know how I felt about the lawyer. I really felt like the lawyer was giving me vibes that I did not like. But at the same time, he wanted to say some of the things that we've been saying. Girl, the lawyer basically was giving off, why are you here? What do you want? Hurry up so you can go on here. I can bill you for your time and you can get your black ass out of my office. That is the vibe that I was getting from him. And he was just like, she's stupid. That's how he was looking like, this is so dumb. Okay, like, what are you here for? She trying to get the husband included in it. And he said, so he locked up for what? She said conspiracy to, sell drugs, all that stuff or whatever. And he said, so you have a felon, a convicted felon, especially with a conspiracy charge, and you want to put him as half owner of your business? That is dumb. That's basically what he said without saying dumb. But he said, no, because conspiracy, that's dealing with money. Well, he ain't doing money. That's drugs. I said, baby, drugs is money, okay? Drugs is very much money, as well. And if you do drugs, if you're selling drugs, you're handling shitloads of money and you're getting that some way, somehow, illegally. So therefore, yes, I would not want somebody, and it felt like, I don't know, Arthur is the lawyer, right? Because he asked her, what is your business? And so at that moment, it seemed like Letitia probably just looked him up and said, let me go check him out. He don't even look like the type of person that was really her lawyer, been her lawyer, because why is he asking all these basic questions that the lawyer should already know or something like that if they had already had interactions like that? I don't know. That's why I was getting that feel, and that's why I probably felt some type of way, because he was just talking to her like she was stupid and like this is dumb and no respect or whatever. But at the same time, I get it. But at the same time, I just didn't like the interaction. Because I don't like to be talked down to, and he was looking like it too. Like, what are we here for? And I said, girl, get up out of there, because he about to make you look stupid. And you paid to go talk to this man instead of just Googling or asking somebody that you could have did for free. Girl, how much did you pay this man, or did WeTV do it? I know WeTV ain't making that much money for them to be wasting money like that. Okay, you could have Googled this on your own, a quick 2-minute search, and you would have found out that you cannot do nothing like this. It just wouldn't work. Who is going to control? I am not going to go to a tax place and trust a convict that went to jail for playing with people, money, and drugs with my stuff. So you could be messing my taxes up? Girl, please. And probably taking some of my refund. Well, I ain't got a refund. I don't never get a refund. Baby, it's been so long since I had a tax refund. Baby, I'm still paying on my taxes right about. Girl, I got to make a payment. Boy, I just realized. Anyway, no, we ain't finna do that. We not finna do that. The lawyer was just looking at her like, this dumb. And I just said, girl, he basically was talking about a post-nump or something like that so that she could protect her business just in case they break up and she don't want to give anything to him and it'll go to her kids or her family or whatever. I said, Letitia, girl, just stop. Anyway, that was love doing Lockup. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Life doing Lockup, or I should say, Love After Lockup is coming back next week. Not next week, well, next month. Now, I don't know how far next month, because I think we only been this. Technically, it's like episode 4 of Love Doing Lockup. So, maybe we getting, how many more weeks we got in this? We got 3 more weeks. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be what? How many episodes? Maybe 7. Girl, how many episodes am I doing? Anyway, y'all will figure that out. Tell me when the Love After Lockup comes back. I know it comes back in September. Do y'all know the exact date? I'm trying to figure some things out. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys later. Peace.